Hi, my name is Viktoria Altman. I am the lead SEO at BSPE Legal Marketing. Today we're going to be discussing Google Map citations. We're going to talk about what a Google Map citation is and how to get Google Map citations for your business. I'm also going to give you some resources and some options for the places where I like to get my citations. Let's get started. So a Google Map citation is a listing in a directory. The listing is of your business that you already have set up on Google Maps. If I was to put in the word plumber in my area, and I'm currently in Brooklyn, that's where I live, I'm going to get several different sets of results. I'm going to see some ads, I'm going to see a definition, and I'm going to see some suggestions for great plumbers around me. If you look over here, these are Google Map listings. A Google Map listing includes a lot of information, but there are three most important pieces of information: name, address, and phone number. In the industry, we call these NAP, N-A-P, name, address, and phone number. When you set up a Google My Business listing, it is very important that your NAP is completely different from your competitors. Okay? Even if your name is a little bit similar, that could cause a problem. If you're using the same phone number on your, let's say, Brooklyn NAP as you're using your Queens NAP, that could cause a problem. Certainly your address should be different. We can have a conversation later. Certainly your address should be different. When you create directory listings, adding those three pieces of information is going to be vital to making sure Google understands that you are a separate business and that it understands that you are qualified for Google to send you customers. Google likes to see a business that's located in an individual office, that has a unique phone number, and that has a unique name. A brand is very important. So now that we've discussed what Google My Business listings are, let's talk about Google Map citations. There are many different ways to get Google Map citations. You might have heard of many of them: yellowpages.com, Yelp, Angie's List, etc. Some are going to be industry specific, some are even going to be city specific. If you're just getting started with your Google My Business listing, it's important to get high quality listings and directories. Why? Because that explains to Google you're a real business, you're doing real work, and it creates many different instances of your NAP, name, address, and phone number, all over the internet. So these are my favorite sources for creating Google Map citations. The first one I really love to use is Bright Local. And it's not the cheapest service. I will show you less expensive ones if you're really on a tight budget. But the reason why I really like these is that, first of all, they're very high quality. They do have the best citations in Bright Local. But also, if later on I need to make some changes, if I need to go on and, let's say, change a phone number or an address, I can do that easily with just a few clicks of a button. And that is a really valuable service. If you have, well, really, sometimes you don't even know you're going to move. You don't know something is going to change. So really, I just think it's a very valuable service. Using the Bright Local service, I'll generally submit to the highest quality citations. I'll get about 35 of them. I use the Apple, Google and Facebook I do myself, Bing, Yelp, Yahoo, Foursquare, etc. Just keep going down the list. And in addition to that, I will also choose the data aggregators. Now, a data aggregator is a service that allows many different websites to see the information on its page. It pushes information to Google and Yahoo and all these other services. So it is important to get a data aggregator on your campaign as well. I will generally use Neurostar, Data Axle, and Foursquare for all of my campaigns. The overall cost is about $175 for a Bright Local campaign. The advantage of this is you pay it one time and you don't have to pay it again. The only time you have to pay it again is if you have to change information. Yext is a service a lot of people use. Now, I'm not a huge fan of Yext, and the reason why is because it is an expensive solution and you have to pay it month by month. You can check it out. It is a valid source of Google Map citations. The other service I sometimes use, and I don't generally use it for my clients, it's just a suggestion I make for small businesses that have very small budgets, is Legit. If you go to Legit and you put in citations, you can get a lot of local citations for not a lot of money. Now, when you buy these, you will not be able to automatically update them the way you do with Bright Local or with Yext. So that is a disadvantage. However, as an advantage, they are inexpensive. So any one of these services, I've actually used this one for friends who needed a little help. Um, any one of these services is okay. You will get a spreadsheet in the end that tells you where the citation was built out. So, in conclusion, a Google Map citation is just a directory listing of your Google My Business. What's very important is that when we set up a Google My Business, we have a unique NAP, name, address, and phone number. And those NAPs, that NAP must be reflected in every single citation you put together. Of course, a website link must also be present in every single citation. Make sure they're very consistent. If they're inconsistent, you may need to use something called a citation cleanup service. And those can be very expensive. You can also try to do it yourself. Final tip. If you have an old established business and you have trouble ranking, there might be an issue with your citations. If you have trouble with citations, you will need to figure out where the problem is coming from and then clean them up. This is a service I really like to use. It is very inexpensive. It is a great service. We use this to do a citation audit. We check to see where a client has citations and where there are inconsistencies. And you're going to want to go in here and you're going to want to click this button right here, and they will provide you with an audit for $7. It's really, really, really a great deal. And they also do provide citation building and citation cleanup. I don't generally use them for building, but I would consider using them for cleanup as well. My name is Victoria. I hope you have found this video helpful. Please leave comments or questions in the comment section below, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.